Hello everyone, I'm the Viking General, and welcome to the fourth episode in this Date campaign Let's Play series. Last time we conquered the final province from the Mogami clan, and we actually looted the place for a very large amount of cash. So now we will probably have to deal with some rebels. And we also took a look at our possible next conquering target, which is the province of Miyagi from the Hatakayama clan. Sorry if that pronounced that a little bit weird. Which will be facing a kind of a little bit of a dilemma, since they will be are only 2 turns away from actually creating their castle to a fortress to. Sorry, I'm saying upgrading their fort to a fortress, which will consume more food than this province actually produces. And we are only at a +1, but we probably might get some food issues if this building actually finishes building. This only provides 2 food, and the fortress requires 3 food. We do have 1 surplus at this moment, but we also want to increase our own provinces to build more markets. Although now that I think of it, maybe we can use this province because it's actually pretty decent wealth. If you can see here, it is actually wealthier than any province we have so far. And we can probably start building a market and some sake dens in here to help with and have this province be our biggest money maker for the time being. So anyway, we will be upgrading our blacksmith because we haven't done that yet. We'll be upgrading to an armor, since Nodachi samurai start with very little, basically no armor whatsoever. It will be very important to get this armor as high as possible, since their melee, the other option is melee attack, but Nodachi samurai have such high melee attack and such hard charge bonuses that it's not really that necessary to boost it even further. It's useful, but in my opinion, it's better to give them more armor, to have them last longer in combat, and also to survive enemy volleys, enemy archer fire a little bit better. So we're gonna build back the sword school. We're gonna build that back up, and now we can also we can destroy all these buildings, and we have to repair this. Also going to destroy the mountain hermitage because, as I said last time, where the experience for bow warrior monks or Naginata warrior monks are not that useful compared to actually being able to recruit better monks. And also better morale if we recruit units in this province. It's not necessarily going to be a recruiting province, but it's pretty close to the front lines, and creating Ashikara units with extra morale will be very useful. So we're going to demolish this as well. Now, sadly, the problem with looting is that we cannot recruit immediately. That would be pretty useful. Since we will have to take this province, but it's lightly defended, so we can we could probably take it pretty easily. And I think it's better to wait those 2 turns, wait till I finish it. Maybe wait even longer, a little bit longer, see what they are going to build up next. Because if they build a market or a sake, then we'll probably let them finish that. Over here, let's quickly check our public order. It's 2. And we still are going down with the resistance invaders is still going down, and we will have better culture. So public order will be fine in that province, and we're also working towards Zen. Give a white happiness, and we also will be able to build a temple, which we're going to build in Uzun to start recruiting monks. Now, we'll probably not really run into any religious problems, but monks can be very useful and very powerful for dealing with enemy Metsukes, of course, and also just inspiring our own army to even give bigger morale bonuses, or just demoralizing the enemy and basically make it like we're playing on normal difficulty. Because I believe that the biggest change to very hard battle difficulty is the fact that the enemy gets a relatively large morale boost. So, lots of talking. We are going to upgrade the gambling hall as well, since it's a little bit of extra money. You can always use it. I'd love to be able to upgrade the stronghold to a fortress, but like I said, we're probably not being able to do so because they are making a food deficit province themselves. In the meantime, we have discovered the Honma, which will be one of our potential next targets. However, I think it's best if we are actually able to take the Echigo province first, because then we have a port close by to ferry troops over. Because it is a very well defended province. As you can see, it's not a full stack yet, but there are quite a lot of units in there. So that was quite a lot of explaining and talking to do. I think now it's time to end our turn. We will have a phase of revolt in Utsun as well, but that's not a big of a deal because we can use the revolt to get some extra experience for our daimyo, because we really want to level them up as quickly as possible. And another benefit of not yeah, like I said, we're going to have a revolt there. Ooh. Merchants operating at our ports have proposed increased trade between our clan and foreign nations. They have requested permission to invest in overseas trade opportunities. So we can either increase trade with prosperous nations, which will in turn boost our clan economic fortunes. The merchants will be given the proper concessions. Or we are going to, before looking to trade opportunities in faraway lands, we must concentrate on refining its practice within Japan. So we can either get more town growth from ports, or we can increase our town growth across all provinces. Right now we only have 2 ports, which do not give that much growth yet. So trending markets will give more growths in our country. So let's go with that option. Alright, since we will be moving on through that territory relatively soon, let's start. Yeah, or that's all, that's what I thought. That's why it's such a relatively rich province. We're gonna look for any potential weaknesses and use the ninja as a scout. So, like I said, we're gonna build a pilgrim hostel, and we are going to build. We need to build a second and first to be able to maintain public order in the long run. And it's, like I said, not a very rich province, and we will wait until we are able to build the Buddhist temple. In the meantime, we can have our army rest a bit. So most damage units will take 6 turns to replenish. Yeah, 6. Which is quite a long time, to be honest. I'd love to. Well, yeah, it's occupied by other lands, so we can safely scout ahead a little bit. Oh, god damn it. Takeda. Probably want to be friends with them. Yeah, because they are generally friendly with the Hojo clan. And well, they are, at the moment they have the same enemies as our expansion targets anyway, so might as well see if we can do some diplomacy.
I'm here to listen. and to seek a worthy outcome to our discussions.
Let's see. Like, with the diplomacy, if they say the deal's unacceptable, it's not going to work. We do have a hostage to give away, so that might actually work. Let's hold off for now, because we do have a -10 penalty because of our daimyo honor. We are trading with them. Let's see if we can get a trading agreement. They want a trading agreement. That's fine.
And I will give you good attention.
I thought I actually brokered this in the last episode, but I think I closed the game and it didn't save after making this deal. But the good thing, as far as I'm aware, breaking trade deals
I'm here to listen
isn't
and to seek a worthy
a
outcome
big
to our discussions.
problem whatsoever. Alright, I thought I was able to get a little bit more money out of them. Well, something is better than nothing. This will make us a little bit, the certificate will like us a little bit less, I guess, because we'll be trading with their enemies. But that will be a problem for later. Hopefully the rebels won't spawn too far away. And let's continue moving these troops down to support. I am dying to increase the stone mason. It will reduce the cost of construction, but we have to spend over 12,000, around 13,000 to actually make it worth our while, because it only increases the wealth by 50. And then if we can take a look at, we only have a 25% tax rate. So that would increase our total wealth by 10 per turn, which means we would need 120 turns before it will pay itself back. We do get a little bit more stone out of it, so I guess we'll be able to get some more. We will be able to export it actually for everything. So that's 6 extra stone, which means we'll make it actually back in 10 turns. Plus other bonuses. That's if we are able to export everything, but I think in the early stage we will be able to find enough trading partners to sell off all the resources we have. Yeah, we don't have enough money to get a trading port, but it is quite nice to get one close, because then we will be able to get some iron, actually even some more iron from this trade node over here. All right, let's end the turn. Right, our brother has come of age in our capital, and he is a man, 22 years. That's pretty old to come of age, actually, I think, in this game, but it's pretty random. So the good thing is, because he is technically recruited into this province, that he actually gets a bonus to his armor and his melee attack, so he will actually be a better fighter. Although that will probably only be to keep him alive for a little bit longer, instead of actually, you know, doing something useful. Alright, we could already invest into the node Dachi Dojo at this point. I think that will be a sound investment, so we will be able to start recruiting our top unit, basically, pretty soon in the campaign. We'll not be spamming them because they will be pretty expensive, but a few extra units of those will make a vast difference in our army capabilities. It means we will be delaying on the trading port, however. I think it's a sacrifice I'm willing to at least I'm willing to make. So I think he will actually just stay here. And well, we will just keep him here. And see if we can maybe, yeah, there. He can start building his own army up there. Oh, we actually managed to avoid the rebels. I did not expect that at all. Alright. Well, we will still have negative public order at the moment we step out of this province. Still one turn to build the temple. So they have a free construction slot at this moment. And they will have a pretty decent garrison now because they built up a fortress. I believe it's samurai retainers, 2... I can actually just check it. That would be very much, way more efficient. Yeah, it says here 3 different units, but if we count the stripe, those are 4 units. So I'm not quite sure if the Bo Shigaru are getting an extra unit or if the Yari Shigaru are getting an extra unit. Anyway, let's see if they have enemies. We don't know the enemies of the Hatsuyama, sadly. And I don't think it will be possible to march into the Usagi province down here without crossing them. Since, well, it is possible to travel through here, I guess, but I think it will take a long time. As you can see, it will take a lot of movement to go through this pass here. I mean, the AI will probably do it at some point, but basically the only route into the northern provinces is, the accessible route is through Miyagi. The bad news is that, however, as soon as we declare war, we also declare war on Honma. Now, not necessarily bad news because we want this province. However, we will also be dealing with their navy and possible naval invasion. And we do not know where they intend to land their troops. And it's pretty difficult to protect Yugo and Iwate at the same time if we do not know where they are going to send their navy, if they're going to send one at all. Because the AI, as far as I'm aware, likes to send their navy towards unprotected provinces. Then they did have quite a decent number. So I'm going to station these forces outside. Actually, just march up to here. We're going to provoke the revolt. Actually provoke a revolt happening here, so we can kill them and get the next level up. I think it will also give us the second retainer, which will be quite useful. And we'll also be able to see what kind of building the Hatekeyama clan will be building. Right, unrest. That's fine. We want this temple because then we can actually get, and also it helps with the chi arts a little bit. So now we have to decide on our next art mastery. Sword expertise will be useful because if we are able to build a sword master school, we will be able to recruit our Nodacha units in 1 turn instead of 2 turns. Extra defense for all units is also pretty useful to make our Yari walls even better. However, I actually think we will probably want to go down this route and into equal fields, because we will be needing to upgrade the terrace, our farming, so that we will be able to actually upgrade our castles and get more of our more stuff out of our provinces. Because I think it's better to build tall instead of just conquering nilly-willy, because we will not be able to keep the peace everywhere and hold our territories. So let's put this army pretty close to the town, and let's see where the rebels will spawn. So this one is on his way to join up with our youngest brother. Oh, forgot about the navy and the spy, or our ninja. Right, they declared war on us. That's a little bit of a shame, because I had hoped to use them to get an alliance with the Takeda clan. Alright, Jimbo is probably being taken over by you, yeah. Oh, by the Takeda even. Then we really want to get this. At least we can get it. We cannot get a trade agreement.
Mumble. Honesty and clarity march forwards together in negotiations.
I will join your war against. Nope. Maybe we can pay them a little bit, but we don't have. Alright, so we'll probably come to a clash with the Takeda clan, because we cannot get any. Just the military alliance might work. So they are actually maybe willing to come into agreement to this, but they'll probably won't. No. I do not want to invest too much into it. That is a bigger stack of rebels than I expected. No problem though. We'll be able to deal with them. So they're building stables. Which is actually quite fine, because we still needed a province where we were able to build cavalry anyway. So that's okay. We won't be able to reach them this turn, so they will probably demolish our holy site first before they head over to our main province. Let's get an extra spearman. Actually, let's get an extra archer, because we do not have a lot of archers. Right. That's fine. Let's get our navy back to our port safely. Do some more scouting. Right. Yeah, so these guys will probably lose out to the Takeda clan. Especially since they're all damaged. But maybe AI will do some weird stuff. I'm hoping the USA will actually win here. Oh no. Oh no, that's fine. I think. Thought I saw Mitsuke trying to imprison or get our ninja executed. Oh, we actually got into an ambush. Very nice. All right, let's try to get some experience on these guys. Although we have to be careful to not get them damaged too much, because I think Samurai replenishment is lower than Shigar replenishment. So we don't want to have them damaged too much, and then basically only use them for this battle, not in the coming battles. It looks this time though that we will have a much more favorable ambush ground. So we'll be able to just attack from both sides and squeeze them in. So their archers will have as little time of shooting as possible. Because if we attack from one side, they will simply just retreat towards the other. Right. Wouldn't say perfectly flat ground. Actually, they do have a again, they have that pretty decent ground there. But I don't think it will be to our benefit to camp on a hill or something, especially since they have archer superiority. So we'll probably have to just make do. Luckily, we have two generals, so we can have both sides will be able to get support from them. So let's split our forces equally, or as equal as possible, I guess. Wait, yeah. So this one is going to be over here, and this one is going to be over here. And we also have our Yari Samurai, which is still think they're pretty useful, but we will probably be getting rid of them pretty soon. Alright. Let's get some groups going. And let's hope we are able to get into them before they form up too much. I think that we have a pretty big chance of doing so. Yeah, most of these archers are over here, most of their Yari are on this side, which is fine because this is the more hilly part. So let's get our general out. Let's let them all attack. I'd love to have those guys flank, but it's probably not going to. That will be very dangerous there. Still dangerous. We want to have these guys actually chase down there. We're not gonna. Ooh, Bowman. Anyway. Now most troops are engaged, and let's use our Nodachi to actually do some hurt, or get some hurt in. Oh, wrong button. That's a bit of a problem. It should be fine though, since it's just only like cavalry, but now they will take heavy losses, sadly. Yeah, just get back on your horses. Almost in time that we can almost inspire. Let's get that unit inspired. Probably should have inspired. No, not necessary. I would say. Yeah, there we go. And these samurai get into there. So they're taking a little bit of casualties, but that's mainly because I have failed to protect them from cavalry. These are broken. Let's make sure they stay broken or stay away. I think... Oh no, no. We will have this battle now.
Our general is in grave danger,
I have no idea
my
what
lord.
the general's doing. Well, I think, yeah, there we go. We have them right. We took way more casualties than I would have liked. Let's have them stop shooting because they'll probably shoot more gunmen at this point. But then again, I did kinda just head in. Spear first. And didn't really utilize these guys very well. They got a decent amount of kills, but could have been much more useful in this battle. Yeah, I think that's most of them. Yeah, close victory is fine. But these morale upgrades definitely came in handy in this battle. They were able to hold out much longer than the enemy did. We actually lost a unit. Kind of sad. Luckily, we were able to replace it here pretty easily. So they did get some experience, which is good, but they did lose a lot of men, which is very bad. Alright, but our general should level up now. And the rest of this force won't be any trouble. Yeah. Alright, have a miss. We have to sabotage any building. Alright, that's not really. So we could try to assassinate the monk, but it's actually quite costly. And I do not want to have my spy covered. Satake clan did declare war on us, but we have no idea where they are. So they will not be a one right now, but we do have the same enemy, so maybe we will be getting some
Well,
bonus.
I will listen to your words.
Right.
I am here.
So
to
if we
listen.
can be able
When you have
to...
spoken in honesty.
I really want to get this alliance going.
Sometimes.
Right. Let's check the retainer. So we get melee attack, which, like I said earlier, I don't really like to use general for its battle prowess. Or happiness. To be honest, I also don't think this is very that useful. He does also already gets his repression bonus, and then he gets a happiness bonus. But we don't want him to sit at home boosting happiness in provinces. So actually, I'm going to go for Groom. Because it will be marginally better in most situations. So obviously, we're going to take this one, not the second level per se, because we want stand fight. And we also want to get all these very nice bonuses. Maybe they get a new, nice shiny new Boa Shigaru. And if we recruit Yara Shigaru now, we will start with 9 morale already. So that's very spicy indeed. So let's hire a monk as well.
A life of enlightenment is bliss, but to share this with the people is a greater gift. Monks inspire armies and generals, and can inspire a repressed Buddhist population to rebel.
Now what we actually could do is maybe try to get a revolt going in this province here. That way we can actually take it without... Well, we are going to upset the Hatageyama clan a little bit because we're inciting unrest, but not as much as actually going to full-blown war immediately. Now let's see his retainer. They're both. I think it's okay to have him less chance of being assassinated. We're not going to inspire armies that much with this first monk, which would be nice, but yeah, we. Getting some tech bonuses would be nice, but I think we will be going with unrest, trying to get to this point here, so we'll need both of these. And we'll probably also get him to be a better converter, so he'll be able to defend himself a little bit better against enemy agent actions. We also could get a second ninja. Would be good actually to get it started to level up. Although we can also just, yeah, the training port's more important. For terms, we'll be able to start producing our trade ships to, well, make us a little bit more money, because right now we're not doing that great. I'm getting a little bit worried that they're producing units in there. So let's mop up this army here. Do it like that, yeah, exactly. No problem whatsoever. So we have fought, I guess, 15 battles now, because he is already at rank 15, which is useful. And now we actually probably have a nice big bonus to public order. So the public order will be fixed for this province, at least for the moment. Yeah. Not enough money for the next one. Anyway, I think this is a very good point to cut off the episode again. I hope you enjoyed it so far, or enjoying the campaign so far. I know I'm actually enjoying this very much. Hopefully I'll be able to bring some of that enjoyment over to you guys. Anyway, I'll see you next time, folks.